It's Madden NFL 24, and we've got the Condors. Speedy running back. He looked real good a week ago with almost 160 yards. It's the Condors and the Thunderbirds, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
Now from the birthplace of the game itself, EA Sports so proud to join you from the Hall of Fame city of Canton, Ohio. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Thunderbirds of Portland taking on the Condors of Canton. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And there's a lot of good to watch in the game last week. He threw 4 touchdown passes. A little bit of concern throwing the 2 interceptions.
Yeah, and the 2 pick.
Yeah, you want the ratio really to be closer to 3-1 as opposed to the 2-1 that he had. But it is something to build on. They did get the win, didn't they?
Yep. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. The numbers for him from a week ago. 9 catches, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. You look at this defense, and they've shown the ability to play tough against the pass, currently ranked #9 in the NFL.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. His throw incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side complete. That's McKinney. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Well, they kept it simple there, CD, only needing the short gain to move the chains, so they didn't want to go with a deep throw. They just go with that safer, shorter throw and able to convert.
Nothing wrong with that at all, partner. Check the box, right? Make sure you pick up the 1st down. Offense is getting established. You're moving the ball. You're not turning it over. Check, check, check. They like what they're doing early in the game.
Now here's a throw that's complete. They find some open field here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Touchdown! A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Condors are on the board first here this afternoon. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. And a look at the man under center, now in his 8th season in the National Football League.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, and that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on speed other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground. Sharp. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 22 and a first down.
As always, no rooting interest here. But that was pretty, wasn't it? To see him break through and then pick up his stride.
Yeah, the guy carrying the ball loves it. I think the O-line, they might like and take more satisfaction out of those runs than anybody else, though, right?
Without a doubt, because they're the ones that often have created it.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 5 catches, 64 yards, and a touchdown.
And the competition gets a little bit tougher here because he's got to go against the #1 ranked defense in the NFL against the pass, the latest incarnation of the no-fly zone.
2nd and 5. And he will find his man on the outside. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. On play action, they'll throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. They'll look to throw here. He finds his man, complete. It's Sharp, and he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll set up to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a pickup of 6. They'll look to throw here on first down. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Well, this defense very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright. Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. The throw over the middle, taken in. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 24 yards to gain there, another first down as well.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKinney. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. They'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second quarter down, it's our home team with possession. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. As they've got it as we resume action. 2nd and 3. Touchdown! From 3 yards out. And the Condors are able to add on to that lead. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Point after, right down the middle, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. He'll try again with the arm here on second down. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll bring up second down. Now a handoff up the middle. Triplett. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And now it looks like we're going to get a timeout here. We've got a man shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break. This offense so far on third down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 10 yards out, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning the perfect game in baseball? Or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they're going to continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Sharp. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. Back to throw here. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll drop to throw. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
And a Portland first down.
He'll look to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case...
Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, it certainly feels like this defensive group has figured this guy out to the tune of a big lead in this one. And you know that he's frustrated with how this game has gone. And now with back-to-back interceptions, he's got to find a way to get out of his own head and start making better plays.
The Canton offense takes over once again. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll run on first down. triplet. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. On first down, he'll drop to throw. It's brought in by Wilson. Touchdown! A great effort there. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Condors continue to pull away here in this first half. In the second quarter, and already his second touchdown reception.
Absolutely the definition of a difference maker here in this first half. Clearly one of his quarterback's favorite targets in this game, and I figure he's going to draw a little more attention and coverage moving forward.
Extra point attempt to come here. And they open the lead up now to 25 points. A drive that time of 6 plays. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Back to throw now on first down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And Wilson with it, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. So the penalty declined, and they will keep the yardage on the completion.
And you can almost see him compartmentalize there throughout the route. Fought hard at the line of scrimmage, a lot of hand checking throughout the route. Great job staying focused on the football and pulling it in through the contact.
Now a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Condors are pouring it on. Week after week, Charles, when we see this offense operate, I don't know, they just seem to get more impressive.
They certainly do, and let's face it, it's no surprise they're the best in the NFL in scoring. This team designs things well and executes even better. And here, it only takes a few snaps before they're in the end zone. That's how they demoralize teams. That's how they put them on notice.
Extra point right down the middle. And the route is on here in this first half. This taken in at the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Canton offense takes over once again. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final.
He's got a man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll wind up picking up about 4 as that is going to bring us to the 2-minute warning. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Back to throw again. And he fires one incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Portland's offense now about set to take over. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
And he will find his man on the outside. Still fighting for more. And he will step out of bounds all the way down inside the 40. A big play there just before halftime. 43 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Short throw here to the tight end Bates. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Second down and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. Now another timeout called for by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
First down, Portland.
He'll drop to throw. The throw here right sideline falls incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one, as we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thank you very much. More from you two in just a bit. But first, let's get everybody caught up with what's going on around the NFL here in Week 5. We'll begin in the Alamo city of San Antonio, Texas. And it's the Sentinels who are out in front. The Sentinels seem to be on their way to what would be a good victory.
From the first half. Thank you, and we welcome everyone back.
This one got out of hand early, and now you have to wonder how these teams will approach this second half, because this one's already close to being in the bag if it's not already.
We will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's got to be wondering what happened in that first half. 3 interceptions, very uncharacteristic.
And even the great ones go through phases like this, like what we just saw. And most of them, they have such a mental capacity to throw it out and essentially start over. I think that's where he's headed now.
He's got his opportunity to throw it out. Let's see how he does. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They'll set up to throw. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
Here's Ryan Stonehouse now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick, this one in that neighborhood as well. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. He finds his man, complete. It's McKinney. So the completion good for just 3. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Now back to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's McKinney. And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. They bring their punter out there now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. A 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. Portland's offense now about set to take over. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And this will be caught at the 30. And touchdown! A big play there. 66 yards. And the Thunderbirds are able to cut into that deficit. Well, if they're going to make a game of this in the second half, they need a few big plays to go their way. That's one.
And the way to get it done is to also conserve time. So to your point, that big play right there, now you're not moving the ball downfield, taking time off the clock. You're leaving yourself a better avenue to continue to try and make a comeback.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down now to 22. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Canton offense takes over once again. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle here to Wilson. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. With now his 2nd touchdown of this 3rd quarter. And the Thunderbirds take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. He has his 2 scores, but still a sizable deficit in this game.
Do you have him in fantasy football this week?
Unfortunately, no.
It's too bad, right? That would have been big points. But he is really trying to rally his team as best he can. Things are not going as well the rest of the way for them. That's why they're down with this deficit. He might need to score a couple more times to give them a chance.
Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Canton offense takes over once again. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run. And that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Here's 2nd and 7. Back to throw. He finds his man complete. That's McKinney. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that's going to bring up a 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Looking to throw. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's a perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but, Charles, they look up, and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
And I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
Short throw here, the tight end Bates. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A big gain of 31 on 3rd down.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like 2 excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Up the middle they go. Sharp. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. There he goes, right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And, Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now Where they're thinking about ways to close this game out, and as confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Now the try here for the point after. And that PAT pushes the lead up to 23 now. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt.
Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop.
And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
Back to throw here.
This one finds Wilson downfield.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. And they rattle off a big one. 41 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, if only they were all this easy, because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. This is caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out.
And the Condors are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, and they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
So both offenses come to life here in this third quarter as this is shaping up for a good finish. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. He'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And this offense on 3rd down today, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
They'll keep it on the ground. Triplet. And they'll get him down right about the 20. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
This fielded right at the goal line. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Portland's offense now about set to take over. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He finds his man, complete. It's Bates.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
36 yards on the play. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Well, following the play now, they're going to stop the clock here as a man is shaken up. Well, they come out and take a look at him. We will step aside for just a moment. Here now, 3rd and a yard.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down.
A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Sharp, and he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 11-yard line.
Up the middle they go. Sharp, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Touchdown! A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Thunderbirds get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Well, it's been a tough day, but they finally were able to get one into the end zone, and maybe the offense will feel a little bit better about itself going into next week.
And if you're a coach taking that into next week, I know you're upset, but it is a little bit more respectable, somewhat of a moral victory, right?
Yeah, they probably won't say a lot of that to the team, but it is true. It's something for them to build on, and then they can call their mom and tell her, hey, Mom, for your fantasy points, we got you a few down the stretch.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Canton offense to set up shop. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
46 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
2nd down at 6 now from the 42.
They run the counter. Triplett. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They'll look to throw here.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a 1st down on a gain of about 10, and that'll take us to the 2-minute warning.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. A 1st down run not going to get them a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there. So that'll bring up 2nd and 9. They run the counter. Triplett fights through, and now a crease. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll set up a throw. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Canton, they improved to 5-0 now on the young season. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Portland, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter @EA Madden NFL. So long, everybody.